Hello and welcome back to the English Education Lab podcast, the podcast on all things English language learning with your host, Carolina. So today we are going to talk about 5 of the best online tools to use as an ESL learner. If you've ever wondered which apps, websites, or resources can really make a difference, you're in the right place. As an ESL learner, you know that practicing English outside of the classroom is key to improving your skills. But with so many tools out there, it can be overwhelming. So in today's episode, I'm going to share 5 of the best online tools that I recommend to my students for improving vocabulary, grammar, listening, and even speaking skills. These tools are all easy to use and can fit into your busy schedule. So grab your notebook, a cup of coffee, relax and listen because we're about to dive into some of the most powerful resources you can add to your language learning toolkit. All right, so first of all, before we get into that, what actually makes an online tool great for learning English? To put it simply, I believe it has to do with 3 things. Convenience, so it needs to be easy to use and fit into your daily routine. Effectiveness, it has to focus on the skills that matter most to you, whether that's speaking, listening, or improving your vocabulary. And of course, engagement. Learning is obviously more fun when the tool keeps you motivated and interested. The tools that I'm going to be talking about today are great at hitting all 3 of these points. So let's jump into the first one. Okay, so this one is called Quizlet. It's the vocabulary builder. If you haven't heard of it before, Quizlet is a fantastic tool for building vocabulary and memorizing new words. It's an online platform where you can create your own sets of flashcards or use sets that other learners have created. Now, what's great about Quizlet is just how flexible it is. So you can use it to study vocabulary for your job, for academic exams like TOEFL or IELTS, or even just for everyday conversations. You can even organize words by theme. You can type in business English or travel, and then review them using different methods like flashcards, quizzes, and even games. And here's a little tip. When creating your flashcards, try to include not only the word, but also an example sentence and the word's pronunciation. This will help you understand how to use the word in context and, of course, to practice your pronunciation at the same time. Now, my recommendation on how to use Quizlet effectively would be to set a daily goal to review at least 5 to 10 new words. Again, something really easy you can squeeze into even the busiest of days. Second, use the learn mode, which will quiz you on words you haven't quite mastered yet. And of course, take advantage of the mobile app so you can review on the go while you're driving, commuting, or just waiting in line. In my own experience, Quizlet helps learners build strong vocabulary skills relatively quickly. And of course, it's a lot more fun and infinitely more effective than just memorizing words from a list. So I've gotten a lot of great feedback from this one. Give Quizlet a try. And of course, my friends, all of the links to these apps and programs will be in the description under the video. My next one is Grammarly. It is the grammar and writing assistant we all love and need. I like to call it your personal writing coach. Grammarly is much more than just a spell checker. It's a full grammar assistant that can help you improve your writing in English by catching common mistakes, but also giving you suggestions on how to make your sentences clearer. So if you're working on essays, emails, or even short social media posts, Grammarly can help you identify errors in spelling, punctuation, word choice, and sentence structure. One of the best features is the real-time suggestions it gives. So as you're typing, Grammarly will highlight errors and offer corrections. And it can even help you adjust your tone. I love this part. So whether you want to sound formal, professional, or friendly, it will help you adjust the tone of your writing. Now, some tips on how to get the most out of Grammarly. So firstly, install the Grammarly browser extension so it can check your writing across different platforms like Gmail, Google Docs, or social media. It's a brilliant little tool that will really come in handy. Use the free version to catch basic mistakes, or you can upgrade to the premium version if you really want advanced grammar and vocabulary suggestions, and unlimited ones at that. And after Grammarly highlights an error, take a moment to understand why the correction is being suggested. This way, you'll actually start internalizing these rules for future writing. Grammarly is particularly useful for, I would say, intermediate and advanced learners who are looking to really polish their writing and take that next step. So whether you're drafting emails at work or working on an English essay, it's a tool that gives you immediate feedback. And I would highly recommend this one. I recommend this to all my students and to native speakers as well. All right, third one up on our list is BBC Learning English, offering you some real life listening practice. So this one is excellent for improving your listening skills, especially if you want to listen to clear and natural English. The site offers a lot of free resources like videos, podcasts, and quizzes, all designed to help you get used to different accents and topics in English. It's not just British English. So the best part is that they actually cover real world situations. So you're not just listening to academic content, you're actually listening or you're hearing how English is used in the real world. There's a special section called The English We Speak, which focuses on idioms and phrases that native speakers use in everyday conversations. And it's a great way to learn how people really talk beyond textbook English. So to use BBC Learning English effectively, here are some tips. Subscribe to the podcasts and listen during your commute or free time. Again, you can squeeze this into even the busiest of schedules. After listening to a podcast, write down any new phrases or words you hear and try to use them in conversation. Use the interactive quizzes after each episode to test your understanding and retention. Now, whether you're preparing for a listening exam or just want to improve your comprehension of natural English, this is one of the best free resources available. All right, next up on my list is Hello Talk. Practice speaking with real people. Okay, so this is an app. It's like a language exchange program, but right in your pocket. It connects you with native English speakers around the world so you can practice speaking and chatting with real people. These are not teachers, these are not tutors, they are just native English speakers. And here's how it works. You create a profile indicating the languages you speak and the ones you're learning. Then Hello Talk matches you with native speakers who want to learn your language while helping you with English. So you can choose how to chat, either through text, voice messages, or video calls. It's a fantastic way to practice real-world conversation skills without feeling the pressure of a formal classroom. It's also great for people who might not necessarily feel comfortable with video or showing their face. How to use Hello Talk effectively? I would say start by texting or sending voice messages, especially, like I said, if you're a bit shy about speaking at first or showing your face. This is a great way to begin. Take advantage of the built-in translation feature to help you when you're stuck on a word. If you can, try to schedule regular conversations with 1 or 2 language partners so you can build relationships and practice consistently. Again, consistency, my friends, is key. Not only will you improve your conversational English with Hello Talk, but you'll also get to learn about different cultures and make friends from around the world. And how great is that? Finally, I have Lingby. Now, this is for on-demand conversation practice. This is an app, and it's perfect for those of you who want to practice real conversations but don't always have someone to speak with. So Lingby connects you with native English speakers who are available for short conversations right when you need them. Very similar to Hello Talk, but this is all via video. The idea is simple. You just press a button and within seconds, you are speaking to someone who's eager to help you practice. Now, what makes Lingby special is that it offers real and spontaneous conversations. You never know exactly what you'll talk about, which is great. It keeps you on your toes, and it's great for practicing your speaking and listening skills in a natural setting. You earn credits by helping others practice your native language and then use those credits to practice English with native speakers. It's a fun and great way to learn through immersion without ever having to travel. Now, how you can use Lingby effectively? Well, first, I would say use it whenever you have a few minutes of free time. Conversations usually last between 5 and 10 minutes, which is perfect for quick practice and is something that you can easily incorporate into any day. Focus on practicing fluency. So this is not the time to be worrying about making mistakes. Just keep the conversation flowing. And take notes after each conversation to review new vocabulary or phrases you've learned. I would say Lingby is perfect for learners who want to break out of their comfort zone and speak English more naturally. So the fact that you can jump into a conversation anytime makes it incredibly flexible and convenient. There you have it, my friends. 5 of the best online tools for ESL learners that can make your language learning journey a little more engaging and a lot more effective. So let's quickly recap. We've got Quizlet for building and memorizing vocabulary. We've got Grammarly for improving your grammar and writing skills. BBC Learning English for real life listening practice. Hello Talk for practicing speaking with native speakers, and Lingby for on-demand conversation practice with real people. I encourage you to try out these tools, see which ones work best for you, and make them a part of your daily learning routine. Whether you're practicing at home or on the go, these resources can make a huge difference in your progress. And my friends, remember, as I said before, consistency is key. I think so many of my ESL students underestimate the importance of consistency. You don't need to spend hours and hours a day of practicing the language in order to have real results. It's much better and much more effective to carve out a little bit of time each and every day and have consistent practice. That's when you will see big results. So trust me on this, carve out a little bit of time each and every day and incorporate some language learning. Use at least 1 or 2 of these apps, or perhaps you have another one to recommend to us. Let us know in the comment section below and find what works for you, my friends. Now, I would also like to warmly invite you to join me on my YouTube channel, English Education Lab 2023, whereby I give you a lot of different tips and tricks and encouragement along your language learning journey. If you are interested in having a one-on-one lesson with me, please feel free to write to me at info@englisheducationlab.net and book your free 20-minute trial lesson whereby we will discuss your language learning goals and needs. We will assess your current language level and we will create a curriculum just for you. In the meantime, my friends, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. And of course, happy learning. Tune in for next week's episode of the English Education Lab podcast.